Welcome, beautiful people. Welcome to yet another video. I hope you guys are feeling good. I am glad to be back with another video, and in today's video we will be facing Arsenal tomorrow in Stamford Bridge, and I am really excited about this one. It's gonna be an interesting game. I don't know how this game will go. Arsenal are at the best of their fitness. They are in form. They are doing well. They're top of the Premier League. I mean, happy days for Arsenal. But in terms of Chelsea, of course, we have a dark cloud over us. But all is not lost. Of course, we have Aubameyang going back. Aubameyang is facing Arsenal, and he'll want to prove a point to the coach Mikel Arteta. And I'd like to see how this goes. Honestly, I hope he's given an opportunity to start. Although he's not been having the best finishing in terms of goal scoring, and we need goals more than ever. As much as we'd like to show a bit of revenge drama here and there, I want to see goals. I want to see some reactions from the players. And coming from a win in the Champions League, Chelsea fans might be on a high, but I will not be expecting too much from this game. In the Champions League, yes, we're flourishing, but in the Premier League, we just came back from a loss of a 4-1 loss from Brighton. A very interesting game, but hopefully this time around we're able to make a mark in this game. We'll be having home advantage. We should be having a bit of intel from Aubameyang. He says it's nothing personal. I doubt that, but at the same time, I hope we're able to at least win this game. If not a win, a draw should be sufficient, but at the same time, a draw will not be sufficient because Man United are ahead of us and we are neck to neck with Manchester United. I mean, if we lose this game, if we have a draw in this game, we're really compromising our top four. But the season is still, in the early stages, and we will be heading on, for the World Cup. Some players have picked up injuries. I'll be getting into the injured players, who is in, who is out, my predicted starting 11, and of course my goal prediction. So if you're new to the channel and you like the content, please consider subscribing, like the video too. It really helps me a lot. And don't forget to turn on the post notification bell. Once you have subscribed, it will notify you every time I upload a video. Let's jump right into it. In terms of the injuries, now we know in terms of long-term injuries, we have Reece James who's out. Now in terms of Reece James, there's an update from Isaac Kinsella. Now he mentioned that he's confident and he's feeling hopeful that come the World Cup he will be able to participate, and this is some good news. Hopefully he's not again. Hopefully it doesn't trigger the injury, and I don't think he'll be starting a lot, as England has an abundance of players in terms of right wing back. Trent, there's so many players, Kyle Walker from Manchester City, so it's gonna be nice to see Reece James coming back to play. But in terms of the other players who are out in terms of long term, they include Kante. Now in terms of Fofana, both of them are still out. Now another player who has been added to the list, sadly and unfortunately, is Ben Chilwell. Now Ben Chilwell had a hamstring pull. It was the ending minutes of the Dynamo Zagreb game. It was not a good sight to see. I mean, he left out in clutches. The scan has just been done. The results will be released later, but it has been announced. Breaking news is that he is expected to be out for the next 3 months. Now here we are again. Here we go again. We were here again last season, and this season here we are again, and it's honestly really frustrating. I wish we have backup players in terms of the left wing back and the right wing backs, but this is honestly annoying. Here we are again. Reece James and Ben Chilwell are out, and we've seen the impact both of these players have in the game, especially for Reece James. This season he was the same as last season. He just picked up where he left. He did not stop goal scoring, assists. But in terms of Ben Chilwell, he was still recovering slowly, and again he has injured himself, so this is really sad. But we move. In terms of Kepa, Graham Potter was asked whether he'll be available before the World Cup, but unfortunately he's out till the World Cup, so it's safe to rule Kepa out. And those are the players who are out. In terms of Zakaria is back. Kovacic is also back. Hopefully we'll get to see some of these players playing tomorrow. We will, yes, as much as he mentioned that we are experimenting, this is a team, our squad is a fairly new squad in terms of working with the manager. He's only been 1 month in, but in terms of Arsenal, they have been working with Arteta for the last 3 years. We have to also put this in mind. So coming to this game tomorrow, it's going to be a challenge for us. I will not deny it. I mean, the banter has already started falling in, but We stand with Chelsea. I have hope in my team. We have a defense. We have the likes of Thiago Silva, Kovacic in the midfield. If Zakaria is able to play, it will be incredible. Conor Gallagher in the Premier League is also doing great, also in the Champions League. But we'd like to see more conversion of goals, more outside box shots, more scores, more goals, more better finishing from the players. In terms of the front three, as much as Aubameyang would like to prove a point, I hope he's able to give us goals, because this is where we're struggling. We need goals. We need to pick up the pace. We need to pick up our form. Yes, we have injuries, and each and every time we are having different players playing, and as compared to the consistency of Arsenal players, they have 8 players who have been starting consistently in the last games. So eight consistent players. In terms of Chelsea, the players are always rotating, so it's going to be a tough one for us. I'm not going to deny, but in the Blues, we believe it will be crazy if Aubameyang scores a goal. I mean, it will be even. It will be sweet. I hope Aubameyang scores tomorrow if he starts, and hopefully we're able to maneuver this game. And after this game, of course, we have the EFL. We'll be facing Manchester City, and our final game before we break for the World Cup will be the Newcastle game. Also, in terms of the women's squad, I'll be getting into that a bit later in the game, a bit later in the video. So make sure you stay tuned, watch the video till the end. Thank you for watching this far, and let's dive into who I think will be starting tomorrow in terms of the starting 11. Now, in terms of my starting 11, as Kepa has been rolled out, of course, Mendy will have to step in. Hopefully, he's able to keep a clean sheet. Now, Mendy, the last goal that we considered against Zagreb, although they were just trying to prove a point, I felt like it was a bit careless. And Kepa has shown that he's better in terms of reflexes, So I'd like to see Mendy, stepping up a bit. Maybe perhaps after Tuchel left, his confidence went down a bit when he was not given a lot of game time in comparison to Kepa. But this is your chance. This is your chance, Mendy. This is your chance to shine. This is your chance to show us that you are still a number 1 goalkeeper and you can still compete with Kepa. So I'll be having Mendy in goal. Sorry. Then in terms of my formation, the preferred formation apparently is a 3-4-2-1, or as per last game, he went with a 4-3-3 and it worked well. Will he be going with a 4-3-3? Will he be putting more players in terms of our defense? Now, in terms of our wingers, in terms of our right wing back, in terms of our left wing backs, they are out. So we'll be seeing a different rotation. Cucurella will have to step up. Ruben Loftus-Cheek probably will have to step up in terms of the midfield. In terms of defense, I feel like we'll have to go with a 4-3-3 in terms of this game. We'll have to defend more. And as much as I'd love us to go with the 3-4-2-1, our right wing backs are out, and if Reece James was here, I would not be worried about right wing back at the right wing position. But in terms of Cucurella, in terms of the left wing, as Ben Chilwell is out, he's a bit slow, but fingers crossed this game goes well. And as in terms of my back four, I'll be having Cucurella. In terms of the pivot, I'll be having Thiago Silva and Kalidou Koulibaly. In terms of the other side, I'll be having Trevor Chalobah. Now, in terms of midfield, the 3, I'll be having Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now, Kovacic is back and he should be able to start tomorrow. I won't be surprised if I see the combination of, instead of Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic, Zakaria and Kovacic. That would be a very interesting combination to see, because Zakaria was very great in terms of his passes, in terms of his finishing, in terms of the goal he scored in the last game. It would be nice to give him more game time. Let him keep up with his momentum, let him keep up with his form so that he's able to play better, give us goals if he's able to. Now, in terms of the third midfielder, I'll be having Conor Gallagher. I feel like Conor Gallagher will be a great creativity and pace in terms of what he brings to the table. He's a young player and he knows how to maneuver the ball. He knows what he's doing, and I feel like Conor Gallagher in the midfield will be a very nice addition. If the combination of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic and Conor Gallagher, or Zakaria, Kovacic and Conor Gallagher in terms of the midfield. Now, in terms of my front 3, it's very interesting to see who will be starting tomorrow. I mean, in terms of Sterling, in the last game, he was getting a few misses and I felt like, how the hell did you miss that? How on earth did that goal fly over the post? So in terms of this game, I was a bit conflicted in terms of Sterling or Kai Havertz, because Kai Havertz too is a good finisher, but sometimes it just does not go his way. So in terms of my front 3, I'll be having Aubameyang as a definite. I mean, in terms of emotional intelligence, I feel like Graham Potter will definitely try to play with your mind and just bring Aubameyang in terms of this game. So Aubameyang will definitely be starting for me in my starting 11. Then I'll be having Mason Mount, player of the match in terms of the last game, Champions League. Definitely very creative, was doing a lot of tricks. And although he felt like Zakaria deserved the award, Very noble of you, Mason Mount. In terms of the other player, as I said, in terms of my third front three, in terms of my third forward, I'll be having either Sterling or Kai Havertz. The more likely player is looking to be Kai Havertz, but I put Sterling. Anyway, guys, in terms of my score prediction now, I got a banter from my brother, and he said that Arsenal will be beating us with a 10-0 win, and that was a bit harsh of you, bro, first of all, but at the same time, 10-0 is a bit too much. I don't think they will be that good, and it's just 90 minutes, come on. But at the same time, I don't know what to expect. We have so many injuries. I hope we do not pick up on injuries, and I hope this game just goes our way. So in terms of the game tomorrow, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one, but I stand for Chelsea all the way, and a girl can dream. As much as we're not in form, Arsenal will definitely want to win, will definitely want to prove a point, but our defense, I hope our defense steps up. And if we are conceding goals, not as many as last Premier League game, not as many as last Premier League game. Please, 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 please. 4-0, 4-1 was just too much. But hopefully in this game, we're able to win it, and it will be a very nice ego boost for us to win this game. I will be laughing all the way. I would like to make a bet that I will wear an Arsenal jersey if Arsenal win, but I am not that confident, guys. Unfortunately, I am confident, but not that confident because of our form and our injuries. So, in terms of my score prediction, here goes nothing. A 2-1 win for Chelsea is what I'll be going for. I mean, your girl has to dream. Fingers crossed it goes our way. And in terms of the women's team, as I said, we'll be facing Manchester United women tomorrow, and I hope that this is going to be a great game for us. I mean, in terms of the last game against Aston Villa, it was a 3-1 win for Chelsea for the women's squad. So in terms of the game tomorrow, as much as Manchester United women's is leading with 15 points, they have a game at hand, and Chelsea a game, we have 6 games and they have 5 games, so we'll be having an extra game. So that is where they're leading in terms of the Women's Super League. So hopefully tomorrow we're able to win and we're able to overtake them in terms of the table. That would be great. Although they have a game at hand, over us. Hopefully it goes well. And Super Sunday, Tottenham will be facing Liverpool. Liverpool have been struggling this season. In comparison to Liverpool, we're not too far off. You're not too bad off. But Liverpool, yeah, they're having their own issues. And we as Chelsea just need to focus. Let us target the top 4 because the way it's going, yo. Anyway, guys, that was my content. If you liked the video, please give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with your family and friends. Please don't forget to subscribe. Turn the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. I'll see you in my next video.